The engine is starting up.
Hey everyone, I am Jacob M. George, co-founder and CEO for Mercury, the AI-powered email marketing platform. First of all, let me express my sincere thanks for inviting me to the Global Email Marketing Summit 2025. I come with more than 20 years of experience working in email marketing, and today I am going to share some intelligent features that are going to redefine the success of your email programs, which I have assimilated based on my experience working with multiple clients across the globe. We know the email inboxes are cluttered like anything. Every inbox can be compared to a marketplace. You wake up in the morning and you are going to the marketplace over there, and you will see hundreds of sellers trying to grab your attention with their product offerings, but you simply ignore all of them. Maybe you get hooked with one or two guys who whose offerings are really meeting to what you are looking for. This exactly happens in email marketing too. It's not about sending the emails, but breaking through the noise in a meaningful way that really matters. There are two aspects over here. One, timing, and second thing, relevance. That's where these intelligent features steps in. Now, if you look at email marketers globally, everyone faces three common challenges. The first challenge, nowadays, people open fewer emails because there is already a big time clutter. On top of that, their span of attention is divided between primary, promotions, and social and what more. Second reason could be many emails are getting marked as spam by the mail recipients, even though they have opted for it, because they don't see value in your emails. They don't take the pain of unsubscribing, but instead they end up marking you as a spammer. And the third big challenge is email filters are getting trickier. Even the good emails may not reach the intended recipient. This throws a big time opportunity for email marketers. Let's consider the example of two marketers sending campaigns to the same database. The first guy, he did not take much pain. He simply ended up in a batch and blast model. He just sent the emails to everyone, hoping for the best. Now, the second person is slightly different. He chosen a smarter route. He first deployed the campaign to the more engaged customers. He reviewed the performance for that dataset. And later on, he optimized the timing and even the deployed content also for the rest of the group based on his learnings from the previous campaign. Who is going to enjoy here better placement, more engagement, and higher ROI? Obviously, we all know it's the second person. His approach can be coined as smart delivery combined with engagement driven sending. And that's the key to winning inboxes. As we all know, the recipient's inbox is a new battleground today. It's not about sending, but what really matters is where it really lands, primary, promotion, or spam. That defines the success of your email programs. Early inbox performance measurement was based on the engagement alone, but now we have to redefine the way how you perform, how you measure the performance of your campaigns. It has to be based on the inbox placements that drives the engagement. Now let's look at what drives good inbox performance. Your recipient's inbox can be compared to a VIP club, and not everyone gets entry into that. The most valuable and most wanted makes it past the velvet rope. There are a couple of signals which every ISP looks for to decide whether you want to be in the elite club. Maybe it looks into the open rates, how many people are opening your emails, how many people are clicking your emails, how many are not opening it, how many people are just, ignoring it, or someone who is dropping that email into the spam folder. So every positive action is equivalent to a vote that reserves a spot in the VIP club. So true inbox performance isn't all about delivery. It's about being wanted by the recipient. More they value your emails, stronger will be the placement. Now, how do you measure inbox performance? Basically, inbox performance can be monitored based on three key signals. One, the straightforward and the most simple one is the inbox placement. Second thing, engagement depth. And lastly, the conversion velocity. Inbox placement, it's the most easiest thing which all of us are aware about. In inbox placement, you are trying to track whether your mails are getting into primary promotions or to the spam. Maybe seeding could be the most easiest and the convenient approach to find your inbox placement trends. Then comes the engagement depth. Engagement depth is calculated based on the time the recipient spends on your email, how much he or she scrolls your emails, and how much, whether he is opening and clicking it, or whether he opens only and he is not clicking. All these components decides the engagement depth. Greater the engagement, more the performance of the inbox for you. And lastly, the conversion velocity. Conversion velocity is defined as the gap between the point where someone is clicking your emails to the point where the intended action is initiated. Maybe it's someone filling a form or someone doing a transaction. So these three components together decide whether your emails are really performing or not. As all of us could be knowing, there is a strong connect between sender reputation and inbox performance. They could be treated something like the two sides of the same coin. A strong reputation always gets you into the inbox. And more the mails are getting into the inbox, a good inbox performance leads to improved sender reputation. And the cycle keeps on reinforcing itself. Traditionally, the approach has been majority of the email marketers wanted to reach maximum number of people. They wanted to reach out to maximum people, send it to maximum people. Now, there is a paradigm shift in the way how email marketing is handled by successful email marketers. There's a game shift from quantity to quality. Now sending fewer, smarter emails, which are focused, relevant, and engaging, always makes a difference. Now I am going to introduce those intelligent features, which is going to give you an edge when it comes to email marketing. Let's start talking with the first feature. I would like to label it engagement-based priority setting. Engagement-based priority setting can be compared to someone hosting a party. Well, we all know when you do host a party, you always invite someone whom you are very sure who is going to show up. That will be your first invitation list. Same logic applies in engagement based priority setting. Your most active subscribers are the one who are going to receive the emails first. They are the people who are going to regularly open and click your emails. They will be the first set of people who will be targeted, followed by moderately engaged users, and lastly the less engaged users. And how many of you know the fact that early engagement signals are extremely important for inbox performance? Let's explore this in detail. Early engagement signals really matters. There is a hidden magic of engagement signals when it comes to getting industry best email inbox placement results. When you first send the campaign to the most active users, people who regularly opens and clicks your campaigns, ISPs takes a note and your emails comes under the category of valuable. And they treat you with priority. And always there's a compounding effect. So because of that compounding effect, what exactly happens when you start deploying to the moderately engaged and less engaged users, it boosts the deliverability even on those segments. So this ripple effect is going to create a kind of consistent performance for your email campaigns. Even you are going to get better performance on the less engaged databases. So priority setting is a very powerful functionality which can always give you an edge when it comes to inbox performance. Now let's look at the second feature. Intelligent email pacing. As the word rightly suggests, you pace your emails so that the spikes and drops doesn't hurt your sender reputation. Let me explain this with a simple example. Email delivery can always be compared to traffic on highways. If all the cars rushes in at once, there is chaos and accidents. No second thought about that. The same thing exactly happens when you deploy millions of emails through a blast. ISPs get suspicious, it tightens the filters, and obviously your inbox placement suffers. The answer here is intelligent pacing. In intelligent pacing, what exactly happens? You're releasing your emails in smooth, controlled batches that keeps your delivery steady and keeps your sender reputation also intact. Now let's talk about something very interesting. The role of AI in unlocking inbox performance. As email marketers, we all could be familiar about the fact that now AI is widely used by email marketers to write catchy subject lines. But don't get stopped over there. Do you know the fact that AI can learn audience behavior? It can predict which version of the generated subject line is going to generate more opens, clicks, and conversions. And the biggest benefit in this approach, there is less trial and error approach. And even the whole concept of A/B testing can be avoided. And most importantly, the campaign manager gets greater confidence that his campaign is going to perform even before he hits the send button. Wait, AI can still do more. One side we spoke about the content side, how AI is going to help the campaign manager, but in the audience segmentation side also AI can do wonders. It can predict who is most likely to open your emails, when they will click your emails, and how far they will go in the conversion journey. And AI completely takes guesswork out of your email campaign plannings. And what really Benefits here is that your email campaigns are no more a shot in the dark, but it can be turned into precision ROI missions. Now let me talk about the fourth intelligent feature. I would like to call it smart segmentation. All of us are very familiar with the word segmentation. Traditionally, segmentation has been just slicing and dicing your audience set based on demographics like age, gender, location, etc. But the real power happens when you go deeper. Behavioral and engagement based segmentation always makes a big time difference. Let's look at the examples here. Have you ever come across audience sets like this? Dormant users, but they are click prone when the right offer comes. Maybe you would have never created a segment like this. The second segment is something which could be very familiar for you. Frequent openers who never clicks. You need to have a completely different campaigning strategy altogether for this audience set. And you have the VIP responders who always very actively respond to your campaigns. They opens, they clicks, or they transacts. And as an email marketer, you have to reward and respect them. So the power of deep segment is it creates a paradigm shift in the way how you're going to segment your audience. Traditionally, in segmentation, you used to focus on the keyword who they are, and now in deep segments, you are going to focus on the keyword how they behave. So let me move to my fifth choice, which is spam mitigation intelligence. This is very, very important. You can't ignore this if you are into email marketing. We all know the biggest threats when it comes to database handling involves maybe your data set has invalid email addresses, or it has spam traps, or there could be a lot of complaints when you start deploying campaigns to certain data sets. Maybe it's single opt-in, or maybe you would have collected those email addresses from a conference or from an event. So all these scenarios can happen if the source of the data is not double opt-in. So in such situations, the ideal approach could be like you have to first clean your database. Maybe you use a cleaning tool to get the invalids removed. Then only you start your email campaigns. But many times marketers simply ignores this and put their database directly into the email platform, and it creates a lot of mess. So list hygiene is very, very important. Second thing, obviously, if the data source is non-opt-in or even on opt-in data, if it is not cleaned up on a regular basis, there is a chance that you could hit spam traps. And sometimes your campaigns may not be that engaging enough, and that will end up in a lot of people complaining or reporting you as a spammer. This mainly happens on non-opt-in databases as well as where you have single opt-in databases. And most importantly, now in the modern context, it will be like whenever you send a campaign which is non-engaged to the end recipient. Remember the same marketplace example I told you. When the emails received are not engaging enough, there is also a greater probability that someone can go and complain against you. That's where the intelligent tools are going to play its role. Many of these intelligent tools have the capacity to make real-time engagement signals that can adjust your campaign planning. So let me explain that part for you. So when you deploy your campaigns, sometimes what happens, okay, you would have kept a certain threshold and you understood that the database has crossed that threshold. Maybe the complaints are very high or the hard bounces are very high. Then the system can be paused to avoid that risky campaign, or it can auto adjust the sending. Maybe the throughput can be more throttled so that lesser number of emails are getting deployed outside. Or you could even take that campaign out take the database out and get it cleaned before additional damage is done for your IPs and domains. So the big time benefit over here is that it protects your center reputation and ensures consistent inbox performance. So let me recap the 5 takeaways over here. I spoke about 5 intelligent features: priority setting, pacing, AI insights, deep segments, and spam safeguards. And bringing all these intelligent features together, it's sort of a reinforcement. You can compare it something like an engine. Okay, the engine will really run to for it to its maximum performance when all these 5 gears turn smoothly. Maybe you can call it something like a high performance email stack. Always keep in mind, spam mitigation is proactive, it should not be reactive. So before I conclude, let me have a short word about our company C Mercury. C Mercury is built on a simple promise. You only pay for what you send. No inflated costs, no paying for unused contacts. This has been the practice which has been followed by many of the legacy platforms over there. But we strictly charge the consumers for what they really deploy. We consider it as an ethical way of pricing. And most importantly, beyond pricing, every campaign deployed inside C Mercury is powered by intelligent and smart features built for real results. Currently, C Mercury serves clients from more than 15 countries and has deployed billions of emails across various verticals. And we have the industry best review on public review platforms like Captra, GitHub, and Software Advice, etc. In case if you're interested to know more about us, please get in touch by scanning the QR code. A big thanks for the Global Email Marketing Summit team for inviting us to this conference. We look forward. Thank you, everyone.